In this video, I'm going to be ranking every single trophy case card in NBA 2K23 My Team. As you guys can see on the tier list here, we have all of the pink diamonds and all of the galaxy opals. I decided to leave the dark matters off this tier list because we all know they'd be the best cards on the tier list. So yeah guys, let me know in the comment section down below some of your guys' favorite pink diamond and opal trophy case cards. So yeah, let's just get right into it. So the first trophy case card here is going to be pink diamond Antoine Jameson, and I think he's honestly going to be in C tier. I've used him before and I don't think he's really the best. He's 6'8" with a 7'4" wingspan, and his jump shot is really a letdown. Usually he has a really good release. He was the originator of Chicken Man. If you ever hear someone go, oh, he's chicken or he's Chicken Man, that was basically from Antoine Jameson having such a good release, and I think 2K20 or 2K21. But his jump shot this year is not very good in my opinion, so I'm gonna throw Antoine in C tier. Next up, pick diamond trophy case card, or trophy case card I should say, is gonna be Elton Brand, and I think he's very solid. I think he's in B tier. And guys, the reason I took so long to make this video is I wanted to use most of these cards, and I wanted to see how most cards played in game and kind of what longevity they had, and I wanted to wait until we got the galaxy opals to see what they were like in game and kind of what the pink diamonds were in game as well. So that's why I waited a little bit to do this video. But Elton Brand, I think, is very solid. He can play the 4 and the 5. He might be a little bit undersized for the 5, but if you have some other tall and good defenders around him, I think he could definitely play that 5 spot. So Elton Brand gonna be in my B tier category. James Worthy is probably going to be an S tier, guys. S tier is going to be my top 5 trophy case cards in the game. Obviously there's 6 opals, but I think James Worthy is probably gonna be better than 2 or 3 of the opals. So yeah, Worthy, we all know, going to be one of the best power forwards / small forwards, if not the best power forward in the game. Michael Finley, I think, is actually pretty solid. I haven't used him. That's the one card I have not used. Like, I've used most of these cards on this tier list, but I haven't used Michael Finley. I've heard he's decent. He's 6'7" with a 6'10" wingspan. Defensively, feels like a little bit of a liability and doesn't seem to be the fastest card in the game, and he doesn't really seem to fit the meta this year. But Michael Finley definitely still going to be a very solid pink diamond. Brandon Ingram, I think, is in C tier. I don't think he's that good of a small forward. Anthony Davis, I mean, we all know he's going to be in that S tier category. I think he's the best card in the game, so he's obviously going to be, you know, the best trophy case card. I mean, he's 6'10", 7'2" wingspan, can play the 4 and the 5. He's going to be a great defender. He's versatile. He can knock down threes. He's got a really good jump shot. He's fast. He's got the Michael Jordan dribble style, the normal leaner. I mean, there's basically no flaws with this card, and I do think he's the best card in the entire game. So obviously he's going to be in my S tier category. Richard Jefferson, as much as I hate the jump shot, he has to be at least in A tier. I mean, I hate this dude's jump shot, but I can't lie. I mean, other than his jump shot, this card is insane. 6'7" with a 7' wingspan. I mean, he's a great defender, and he fits the meta really well this year because he's really good at going to the basket. 95 driving dunk, 95 vertical with a 93 speed and a 93 acceleration. He's got tons of good Hall of Fame finishing badges. He basically dunks on everybody, but I will say this jump shot, super slow and very hard to get off, but he does have the normal leaner. So Richard Jefferson, even though I hated him when I used him and every time I played him I thought he was terrible, the more times I've used him and the more times I've seen him in game and I've seen him in comp games, I do think Richard Jefferson is in that A tier category. Kyle Korver, I mean, he serves a purpose. He's a knockdown shooter, but that's pretty much it. Manu Ginobili, I think this card is god awful. And guys, when I say god awful, they're still pink diamonds. I'm comparing them to each other. Obviously, Manu Ginobili is still going to be better than most of the, you know, amethysts and rubies and some diamonds in the game, but I'm comparing him to the other pink diamonds on this tier list. So you guys got to remember, when I'm putting Manu in D tier, it's based off the other pink diamonds. It's not saying he's a D tier card because this isn't the best cards in the game tier list. It's just saying for these pink diamond trophy case cards and the opal trophy case cards, I think Manu is going to be one of the worst of them. Steve Nash, I think, is actually pretty solid. I want to go C tier, maybe throw him in that B tier category. Gilbert Arenas is going to be an A tier. I don't think he's a top 5 trophy case card. I mean, we got Worthy, we got AD, and then we also got 3 more slots, but I think he's very close. He's definitely going to be in that A tier category. He's one of the only galaxy opals in the game, obviously going to have really good stats. Derrick Rose, now I have a very hard decision to make because my 2 guys that are point guards that I want to put in that S tier category, is going to be between Derrick Rose and Russell Westbrook. So I'm going to have Derrick Rose in probably A tier for now, but he is very, very close. Like, is D Rose better than Gilbert Arenas? I'm not exactly sure. So I'm going to have D Rose in A tier for now. We obviously know Derrick Rose is going to be one of the best point guards in the game, really good rim runner, and a very good 3-point shooter as well with a good jump shot. D Rose is definitely a pretty big liability on defense though, so that's why I kind of don't want to have him in that S tier though. Looking at Clyde Drexler, I mean, we all know he is going to be in that S tier category. This Clyde card literally fits the meta for this year perfectly. He's 6'7", he can play the shooting guard spot, good wingspan, good player model, and he is literally gonna dunk on everybody. 98 driving dunk, 97 vertical. He's also got an 87 3 ball, 95 mid range, 94 speed, 94 acceleration, and he's actually gonna play a lot better defense than you guys would think. I mean, he's got decent defense stats and badges. Like, he's got gold clamps, silver interceptor, he's got Hall of Fame chase down artist. So Clyde Drexler is actually going to play some really, really good defense. I do kind of wish he had normal leaner, but at least he has pro too, and the jump shot definitely is solid. So Clyde Drexler, I'm going to be definitely in that S tier category for me. Jermaine O'Neal, I think he's very solid, but I don't think he's better than B tier. He's very high B tier. I think he's the best card in B tier right now, and I think you could argue him being in that low A tier. But for right now, I think I'm going to stick him in that B tier category. Alonzo Mourning, I think it's a better card than a guy like Jermaine, and I never thought I'd say the day when the game first came out, looking at Alonzo Mourning, I did not think this card was good at all, but after using him, after seeing him in comp gameplays and just seeing him in general, this Alonzo Mourning card is amazing at the 4 or the 5. You can run him at the 5 a little bit sort of small ball, but not really, because he's got a 93 interior, 93 block. He's also got a 74 3 ball, and his jump shot's actually not that bad. It takes a little bit to get used to, but after you guys get used to Alonzo's release, it's actually going to be very easy to green. So he's going to be in my A tier category. Kevin McHale, I'm very tempted to put him in S tier. I think he's probably the best big man on this list, except for a guy like AD, but Kevin McHale for now, I think is going to go in that A tier category. He's literally got like an 8-foot wingspan and is a really good overall center, and he can also play the power forward position. Now, Jimmy Butler, as much as I am very underwhelmed, I feel like this card is very underwhelming, and I kind of regret going for him because I really want Anthony Davis. I mean, Jimmy Butler, in my opinion, is still the best shooting guard in the game. He's 6'7" tall. Like, I mean, he's going to be an amazing defender. 95 perimeter, 96 lateral quickness with a 96 steal. He's going to have 11 Hall of Fame defensive badges, including Challenger, Chase Down Artist, Clamps, Glove, Interceptor, Menace, Pick Dodger. Like, this card is absolutely insane. I think a couple flaws. He's not going to be the best with the ball in his hands, and his jump shot is a little bit wonky, but other than that, I mean, Jimmy Butler going to be one of the best cards in the game, definitely going to be in my S tier category. Next trophy case card here is going to be Bargnani. I'm a Raptors fan, but this card is god awful. He is going to go in that D tier category. Like I said, Russ, this is a hard one for me because Russ and Rose. Okay, so this is what I'm thinking. I think it's either going to be my last guy in S tier. It's either going to be Gilbert, Russ, or Rose. So I'm gonna leave that till later in the video, but let me know in the comment section down below right now. Out of these 3 point guards, who would you guys rather? I'm kind of leaning towards Russ, but I'm not exactly sure. Zach Randolph, I think it's actually not that bad. This Zach Randolph card is actually pretty decent. I'm gonna go in that B tier category. Big Z, as much as I want to go A tier, I just do not like this card that much. I think he's way too slow for the center position, so I'm going to have him high B tier. Obviously, still a really good pick and pop center, and he's going to be very, very tall. Chris Paul, I'm not even kidding. I mean, I kind of want to throw him in B tier. I'm not even kidding. I think I want to throw him in B tier. Yeah, I'm gonna have Chris Paul in B tier. I don't think he's a very good card at all. Obviously, for this list, he's going to be decent. He's going to be in that B tier category. Dikembe Mutombo, he's an inside big, and he's definitely good, but I don't think I can put him higher than C tier. He's not going to be his glitch card like he had last year. Steve Francis, I think, is pretty solid. He's basically going to fit the meta and just be Russell Westbrook, you know, going to the basket, except he doesn't have a good jump shot, and he's not going to be the best on defense. If this card had a better jump shot and can play a little bit better defense, he could be up there with the best point guards in the game. But Steve Francis, I think, is pretty solid, definitely deserves to be in that B tier category. Patrick Ewing, now if you guys saw my gameplay yesterday or 2 days ago, I think it was 2 days ago, this card was terrible, but I still think, you know what, I'm gonna keep it the same. I'm gonna go B tier, and I want to see you guys complain in the comment sections. I would rather Kevin McHale. I'm not even kidding. I would rather Kevin McHale over a guy like Patrick Ewing. Now, that might be playstyle. I'm not going to say Kevin McHale is a better card for everybody. I'm just saying for my playstyle, how I want to use my center, I think Kevin McHale is a better center card than a guy like Patrick Ewing. So I'm going to throw him in high B tier. Obviously going to be the best card in B. I think even a guy like Big Z for my playstyle might be better than a guy like Patrick Ewing. Gordon Hayward, definitely going to be in the A tier category. One of the most complete cards in the game. Basically can do it all on the court. So yeah, he is definitely going to be in that A tier category. Sabonis, I think it's going to be right beside Big Z. Basically the same card. I think Big Z has a little bit better of a jump shot, and he also does have normal leaner as well. Allen Iverson, I mean, he's solid. He's just way too small in my opinion. He's not terrible. Honestly, Allen Iverson is not on the same level as Manu. I think he's a little bit better, but in my opinion, he's just too small. But I have seen some people use him very effectively. Like Splash lost to a guy in qualifiers that had Allen Iverson, and he was making like 30, 40, 50% shots. So AI is a lot better than people think, but I can't really put him higher than C tier. Brandon Jennings, literally god awful. If you like that card, I feel bad for you because I just do not like that card at all. Rashard Lewis, I think is decent. I'm gonna probably throw him in that C tier category. Just doesn't really excel at anything necessarily. I guess he could shoot threes, but that's pretty much it. Jeremy Lin, I think is pretty solid, very similar to a guy like Steve Nash. And like I said, guys, even the guys in C tier, if you have any of them, you can definitely use them. Any card in C tier I think is borderline usable. What I mean by usable is you can use the card, but I recommend using any of these cards, probably not. Any card in B tier you can throw in a lineup, and I think they're all super elite. And then obviously A tier and S tier, like some of the best cards in the game. But C tier is usable. D tier, I won't even recommend it. Like, don't even touch these cards at all, in my opinion. Peja Stojakovic, surprisingly enough, is actually a very good card. I'm gonna go B tier. Rip Hamilton, another B tier card, good shooter, a decent defender. I just wish he could move the ball in his hands a little bit better. Tim Hardaway, literally god awful. Jordan Poole, probably going to be in that C tier category, and then Wally Szczerbiak is going to be in B tier. So like I said, we do got to move one of these guys from A tier up into S tier, and I think it's probably going to be, I'm going to go Russell Westbrook. I've changed my opinion on him a lot. I think he's one of the best point guards in the game. So yeah, guys, that's going to be my top 5 trophy case cards. Anthony Davis, James Worthy, Clyde Drexler, Jimmy Butler, and Russell Westbrook. Guys, let me know in the comment section down below who are some of your guys' favorite trophy cards in the game, and let me know what you guys will change about my list as well. And I'll catch you guys in the next one. Peace.